GPS.
Right you are, because you're trespassing.
Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday, May 12th, Mother's Day actually. So happy Mother's Day to any of the mothers watching. Today we are on the DR, and I've actually got a friend behind me. That'd be Andy on a Moto Guzzi. And today I came up with a little adventure route that I wanted to try out. That it's a combination of quite a few paved roads frequent out in the country, and I've kind of linked it now with some gravel sections that I kind of ride every once in a while. This is a closer route to me, so it's actually near like Newark and Mount Vernon, but it's still a, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minute commute to start. But right now the closest like actual ADV route I have to me is a good hour and a half until I get to like awesome gravel roads. So I just wanted to come up with like a route that's closer to me, and I've only been on about half of these roads, so I am kind of curious to see how it goes. So I haven't been on this road in a long time, but we'll see how it goes. But anyways, this is my first time trying to come up with my own little GPX route, and we're definitely going to see if it's a good one, a bad one. I just wanted to scout it out, and I don't know, it's been fun to kind of come up with it, and if it works out, I'll probably share it. There's a local adventure riders Facebook page for Ohio that I'm a member on, and I like to share little posts and stuff on there every once in a while. Ever since I did the MABDR on the Sportster with the group of guys down there, I don't know what it is, like I really enjoy kind of like discovering new back roads and just kind of like getting lost. I want that like sensation, that kind of adrenaline rush, of just like the unexpected. Because I mean, I do enjoy riding familiar roads, but there's something just like magical about saying like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and just kind of figure this out and see what happens. And that's why I'm not alone, because we even had the discussion that if one of us falls behind, or if we get separated, or whatnot happens, at least there's somebody out here that's going to be looking for us. And I'm definitely like just kind of curious to see what all else is out here possibly. Also, I really just kind of like want some seat time on the DR, because I do have some longer routes I'd like to do. I would like to go back down and do the covered bridge tour. There's a lot of roads down in the Jesse Owens State Park, and I'm even contemplating about taking a buddy down there with me, loading up the bikes into the camper and going down and just kind of like renting a campsite maybe for a weekend and spend 2 or 3 days down there. And that way I don't have to worry about riding home 2 hours after riding 5 or 6 hours, because that is exhausting, and driving the truck is not that bad. I couldn't remember if this was gravel before. I think it used to be, but it looks like it's been paved. Like I said, like these are like hills I grew up in, so I haven't been out here in probably 10 years, 15 years. So this is fun to come back out and see old familiar territory that's also new. Wow, that was a house fire. Well, we just dropped down into the first valley. Basically this entire loop goes around a tall center hill, which it's only like 1,100 feet in the air, so it's not a big hill. But for Ohio, that's roughly, you know, 400 feet above normal elevation for this area. So you'll get some decent little dips into valleys and whatnot. Fun fact, this is actually the elementary school I went to. Oh wow, they bulldozed the old section, they left the new. Huh, that's not depressing. So far it's just been a little bit of paved, but that is about to change. So in my head, I was mentally running through the routes I chose for this, and I just realized my blink was on that whole time. This was kind of like the gatekeeper I thought about. I don't know if they paved it now. They might have paved it, I don't know. But this is basically like one of the first little hills I thought about in my head that I was like, yeah, that might be fun to start out with. Because I feel like this route is very, you know, intermediate to beginner rated. So it's a very like soft break-in. Like now we're starting to see, you know, a little bit of like gravel washout and stuff, and like nothing's too complex yet. Got a nice little hill climb here, and I thought it goes to gravel up here. Oh yes, this is when it goes to gravel. Yeah, look at that view. Alrighty, well, we just stopped for our first little picture. It's really nice area, actually. Like, it's really just pretty. And that's the biggest thing. Like, this isn't a race. We're like out here just like enjoying ourselves. I honestly can't remember what this road is. Jess and I went down it once before, but I can't remember if there's like horrible steep hills or what. I'm telling you, Ohio just has some really good little secrets. Oh yeah, this is a little steep hill, isn't it? I guess this would be a good gatekeeper. Like, if this is what sketches you out, the rest of the route might be, you know, too hard for you. Oh yes, this is the big steep hill. I would put this on the map. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, we'll see. And then I'm pretty sure it just drops down the other side and goes into a corner. This is so steep, it's insane, but they actually paved it. Using that first gear engine braking, baby. Yeah, this section's really easy. I think there's like one little hill on it, and that's like it. But it's like, this is another little section I used to bring my little Sporty out on, learning how to ride on gravel. Wow, look at all the destruction out here. Might have been from the recent storms and tornadoes. And then this is kind of the hill climb section. Sometimes it gets a little washed out. I passed a bus going up this one time. Oof, that was sketchy, you know. Road was tight. Alrighty, so I already had to switch over to a new battery because that one only lasted like maybe half an hour. I don't know. But we just stopped at a little gas station along the route just to kind of shoot the shit. And we're about to head up to the next section. So hopefully this battery lasts longer. I'm going to try to conserve battery a little bit more until we get to the actual gravel sections, just so I can give you all a visual of what to expect. So there's definitely a little bit more pavement up on this north side that, I don't know, I don't quite care for all of it, but there's no really way to get around it. But we're on gravel again. I'll tell you what, I rode a lot of deep gravel down in Jesse Owens State Park and the AEP recreation lands, and you know, after doing it for probably 3 hours, I got really comfortable with it. I just got in tune with the way the gravel kicked me around. So I know I might sound like, oh my gosh, there's gravel, oh it's so gravel, oh it's so slick, and it's just like, man, that's just me knocking off the dust from not doing any actual proper riding for like, what, 6 months now? This is where we're going right. And this is quite the descent. But luckily it's not loose, it is hard packed. Little baby watercross. How adorable. Oh, there's 2 of them now, huh? And I believe this is somebody's house. And I want to be respectful and not fly by. So yeah, they definitely rebuilt the beams in here, because the story is a trash truck drove in here and I guess just destroyed it. I think we're almost a little over halfway, I believe. So we got this last little climb out of here, and then we're going to jog over to the next little gravel road. I will pick back up with you then. And we got another little bridge here. Whoop. Pretty little roads around here. I just love all the little brooks and bridges, and we even got Amish walking down the road out here. I seriously wasn't expecting all of this, honestly. Here is the Amish lumber mill. The last time I was out here, they were hustling, man. Like, they were out here working. And today, it looks like they're kind of toned back a little bit. Well, we've come down out of the hills again, back into a valley, and I believe one of our next little stops is coming up. This is a location that I randomly found on the maps, and I gotta say I was a little surprised because there's not a lot around here. And I gotta say, so far I still firmly stand by my statement of this is definitely a beginner to intermediate adventure route. Really beginner friendly. You can take your time. Now, if like you never have been on gravel before, obviously I'd say, you know, practice somewhere else a little more controlled. But this is just like, this is a good route. It's real easy, it's enjoyable, you don't have to stress about too much. Huh.
It says it's a road. Do you want to try it, or do you want to bypass it? You want to try it?
All right, we're gonna try it. It says this is a road, so I don't know where this is going to come out by. I think it's going to come out by that house. I'm actually kind of nervous because, I mean, this is the country and we're on technically like a farm road. And I don't know if you know this or not, but people in Ohio have guns. There's an old man back there that just waved to me.
Can I help you guys? GPS. Right you are, because you're trespassing.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize about that. On GPS, it said this was a road, but we started going down, and I was like, I don't think this is a road. So I just want to apologize, honestly. Okay. I'm genuinely sorry. Okay. So, have a good day. I apologize. Alright, well, that note to self, that is not a public road, but on the maps it is labeled a road. So that's not my first time accidentally doing that. I mean, GPS can definitely get you into trouble, that's for sure. It was also very ironic that we ran into that property owner. So hopefully, yeah, this is a public road. So now I'm all like freaked out, man. Like, damn, I feel bad for going through that guy's property. But I mean, I wasn't hooning it or anything. I think this is it. Old Fool. So, this is Old Fool's Brewery. Out in the middle of nowhere.
I'm not going to acknowledge this.
Alrighty, well, that was very cool to find this place. We stopped, had a little snack, had to taste a very light Pilsner beer, and now we're headed back into town. Well, not directly, we still have to finish the route, but if you want to check out Old Fool's Brewery, just be aware that there is a hill climb to get inside. Alright, so I'm home now, and I figure I'd close out this video a little bit talking about the route. I'm very pleasantly surprised with the loop in general. It's a perfect afternoon route from like lunch to dinner. There's a brewery along the road. Even Andy said that was probably some of the best riding he's had in a while, which was a compliment, I think. I mean, it basically bridged a lot of little roads and some popular highways and some scenic byways, Andy said, that he noticed that I didn't even know about. So it all kind of came together in like one nice little route. I do think it's still very beginner to intermediate. If you're new, I wouldn't go by yourself. Definitely take a friend. I feel like I can do it solo because I've got some stuff under my belt now and I feel pretty safe about it. There are plenty of houses nearby though, so if something were to happen, there is cell service, spotty in between all the valleys, and the whole loop is only like 80 miles. So I feel pretty nice about that. I feel like I'm going to do it a lot more often now. It did take about 4 to 4.5 hours, and that was with a couple of photo breaks and stopping at the brewery for about, I don't know, maybe half an hour. So you could power through it in probably easily 3, I think. And not even breaking speed limits, not ticking off any of the neighbors or trespassing on anybody's property. I will say my biggest gripe on the entire trip actually was my GoPro. And that's mostly because the batteries maybe only lasted a half an hour of runtime. Like, not at all. Like, it was terrible. So I found myself turning it off and on a lot. And even then, it was like right after the brewery, it was just done. So the last like half hour of the trip, which was only like one gravel road and the rest of it was like beautiful, scenic, twisty roads next to a flowing river. And it was very enjoyable. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to record that because of the GoPros. I brought 2 batteries with me. So I recorded maybe the first third and a little bit of the second third, and then it missed out on basically the last. I think I'm going to look at the route, maybe see if there's any additional bypasses or side routes I can add to it. Or if I want to make it, I don't know, like a 7 or 8 hour loop. If somebody was looking for that, I could add on to it maybe. So I got some work ahead of me. And once I kind of finalize the route, I think I'll share it maybe. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a good day of riding. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad Andy came along. This is kind of like breaking the ice for me for the summer. So hopefully I get to go out and do some deeper exploration rides and bring some friends along with me. So hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you watched this far, thank you. And until next time, take it easy.